Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know I am back, it's been a while, but I'm here. I'll explain more in another video, but in today's video I just want to speak on my 5 years of being natural. Don't ever plan on putting another relaxer in my hair again, but I just want to discuss some of the things that I've learned over the past 5 years, but mainly over this past year. And if I look down temporarily, it's because I'm looking at some of my notes and I don't want to forget anything. A lot of these things are probably some things that we all know, have experienced, but just wanted to share it with you all. And my whole dilemma, as you probably saw in the beginning, I mean, I used, it was definitely like that SpongeBob meme. Like, I literally... It got to the point where I really just wanted to cut off all my hair because it was just so tasking. Like, after taking that protective style like down from my hair was a mess. Like, tangles like crazy, webbing like crazy, split ends like crazy, breakage like crazy, not want to cooperate like crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I went to the store, went to Target, purchased some new products from the Mane Choice, their Heavenly Halo collection. Not all the products, but some of the products. And then I purchased some products from Botanicals from Target. I mean, they don't carry like a wider range of their products in Target, but I picked up like, I think 3 of their products, 2 or 3. And then on top of that, I picked up another like product line or little set from the Mane Choice, and that was their boosting hair regimen kit or something like that. And let me tell you, that is really what helped my hair get back. Like, it just helped a lot in the getting the knots and tangles and stuff out. And I kind of wish I would have done that first, but I was searching all over in the stores to find it, and I finally found it. And realized too, a lot of this footage is from way back in like early January of this year, and I think I even have some footage from December. I'm not quite sure. I think most of my footage, yeah, is from earlier, like January. So I'm way behind. I do have some pre-filmed videos that will be coming very, very soon, so I'll just edit them, but be on the lookout. So let me get right into it. I know I did some rambling, but let me just get into some of the things that I've learned. Okay, sorry, I'm doing this a lot because I don't want any lipstick on my teeth. But the first thing that I learned is that you definitely want to listen more to your hair. Like, I need to listen more to my hair. It's like, I don't have all the answers. My hair does, okay? And I think with my hair, I need to be trimming every 6 weeks or so, instead of like every 6 months that I was doing, maybe even longer, because I felt like, well, maybe it's not really necessary for me to be trimming so often. Like, my hair could probably go longer. But I realized, like, I know what kind of person I am, and as of lately I've been a lazy natural. So because I'm a lazy natural, I really need to be keeping my ends trimmed and healthy, because let's be real, when we're lazy, we don't upkeep our hair like we should be. And so that was kind of the case for me. And if y'all saw my trim video, I don't think I put it in there, but the lady mentioned that I needed to come back. I think she mentioned like 6 or 8 weeks. And I was thinking, I'm not coming back in 6 or 8 weeks. Like, you know, I normally don't come in to get my hair trimmed that often. And so thinking back on it, I really should have gone back and got my hair trimmed again, because I realized the more that I delay getting my ends trimmed, the more my hair starts to act up, especially because my hair is a lot more coily and curly, and so it tends to tangle, like intertwine, and the ends get dead. But see, you know, I thought I had all the answers. Now look at me. And I feel like I just could have saved so much time and reduced frustration and stress, single strand knots, split ends, just by keeping my ends healthy. And realize, keeping in mind too, I know I've mentioned this in the past, health over length, health over length, health over length, health over laziness, health over lean. That is just really, really important, because what's the use in having long hair if it's unhealthy? Like, no, not for me, sorry. Okay, number two, another thing that I learned is, while oiling my scalp works great for me, I'm starting to think that oiling with biotin is becoming a hindrance, because sometimes I notice when I use an oil that has biotin in it that my roots will kind of tingle up or act up. It's really weird, but I'm not for certain. This is just what I think. My hair seems to just behave differently. It's almost as if it starts to shed a little bit more when I use a biotin infused oil. I want to test that out some more, but those are just my thoughts on that. Number three, this is very, very important, y'all. So, it's so simple, but it's like, okay, let me just get to it. Number three is finger detangling only does so much for me, but I know that has a lot to do probably because I'm a lazy natural. So like this whole time I'm thinking maybe I am doing a really good job finger detangling, but maybe not, you know. And I say this because detangling thoroughly, like whether you use your fingers or a hair tool, you want to detangle thoroughly. And you know, granted, finger detangling works great for some, but you just have to know yourself. And if you're lazy, it's probably useful to incorporate a detangling comb or a brush. Or, I mean, some people can argue that even if you aren't lazy, you know, some people will probably still prefer to use a comb or a brush or whatever. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe for me, I noticed that I don't finger detangle or just detangle my hair, period, properly. So while I might focus on my ends and be like, yeah, okay, my ends are thoroughly detangled, I don't feel like I'm really detangling thoroughly all the way to my roots. Like I want to be able, or you should be able to, when you pull like a piece of your hair out, oh, that didn't sound right. Okay, if you are detangling your hair, like a section of hair, and you're like combing from your ends up, it should be good. But even let's say you want to start from your roots down, it should be like, you should be able to just go through it instead of getting stuck somewhere, which means that there's, you know, in that particular part of your hair, it's not thoroughly detangled. So while like one part of my hair could be detangled very well, the top part might not be, you know. Like, you really just want to thoroughly detangle your hair from roots to end. Roots to end. Wait, I said that so backwards. Like, your ends to your roots. Okay, y'all? From your ends to your roots. So yeah, that's another thing I noticed I didn't do very well, and that really played a big role as to why I experienced so much webbing and tangles in my hair, as well as breakage and just all the bad stuff. Another thing is your water, or for me, like my water, my stress levels, and my hormones and my diet played a vital role in my hair. And I think most of us know that. I just want to remind y'all, like, if you're trying all these products and stuff on your hair and you're just like, my hair is still not acting right, like what's going on? Maybe take a look at what's going on internally with your body, because I'm gonna tell you, it makes a big difference when you find out, just like even the smallest, well, maybe not the smallest, but I mean, it makes a big difference in increasing your water intake or checking your hormone levels, vitamin D, just all of that plays a big role into how your hair will behave as well. Also too, another big thing is water, like the water that you're using on your hair, like from the shower, sink, or whatever, can play a role as to how your hair behaves as well. But yeah, I mentioned the water part because I know like some places, you know, some people might have hard water or, you know, soft water. So hard water and all the different, like the bad stuff in it, you know, can really affect your hair. So definitely check like your water just to make sure that it's not too hard on your hair. Another thing that I learned from that protective style takedown is that I need to do a better job at prepping my hair for protective styles. I just realized that maybe if my hair was better prepared, combed out properly, like properly detangled, maybe, I don't know, I think that probably would have made a big difference as to how my hair behaved when I took the protective style down. But also like maintenance during a protective style plays a big role as well, because I don't think I did a good job at maintaining that protective style. So I learned that prepping my hair properly and taking care of my hair while having a protective style in is very important too, because you would save so much time if you keep your natural hair, even though it's kind of hard under some protective styles to take care of your natural hair underneath. I really could have done a better job at least prepping my hair for that protective style that I had last year. Here's another thing. This isn't so, well, this is kind of what I've learned, but it's kind of like a little bit of a frustration. I feel like we need to stop settling for less than what we ask for. And this is no disrespect, but unless asked, I feel funny saying that, asked for, beauticians need to stop doing the opposite from what the customer wants. I just see that so often, but I've noticed that too with beauticians that I've gone to. I just think back on the past of those that I've been to and I wasn't completely happy with the style or just what I wanted. It's like, just because the beautician may think that it looks good or that they think it'll be better doesn't mean that your customer will like it or be satisfied or happy with it. Because there's been plenty of times where I would say, I'll look in the mirror, right? And I'll look in the mirror and I would say, yeah, it looks nice. You know, and I'm like, you know, it's almost as I'm forcing myself to be happy, but I'm not taking too much time to really like admire my hair, because maybe, I don't know what it is. But then as soon as I get to the car and I look even more at it, I'm like, I don't like this at all. Like, I'm not happy at all with it. And so I think we as consumers, and you know, I'm speaking about myself too, we need to just speak up more for like what we want and just not settle for what we went there for in the beginning, you know. That's just like another frustration. I think we just have to just kind of put our foot down a little bit more, because especially since it's our money and our time, and yeah, it's the beautician's time as well, but it's just like, if I tell you what I want, I expect you to do it. Like, it's that simple. And unless I asked you for your opinion or to style it however you want or put your own little twist to it, like, do what I came here for, you know. Like, stop trying to do the extra stuff and then I end up unhappy at the end of the day. I don't like that. So that's another thing I want to mention. But yeah, 5 years went by, didn't really retain that much length. You see my length check here. I mean, it looks like my hair grew longer, but I really did lose a lot of hair, y'all. I lost a lot of hair. I feel like I say this every single year, but even though y'all could look and be like, girl, your hair is long, but you know, I always just feel like, but it could be longer. There's some things I wish I would have done differently, like basically just taking better care and stop being lazy with my hair. Oh, another important thing, y'all, and I'm being a hypocrite right now, is doing these puffs is not good for my hair. I mean, it's not really good for anyone if you do it too often, but like, well, I'm not gonna speak for everyone, I'll speak for myself. But when you're putting so much tension on the back of your hair, because I notice sometimes it feels like this part of my hair is slowing down, like it's not really growing as much. But yeah, these puffs are not very healthy for my hair. I mean, it's kind of like the quickest thing for me when I don't feel like doing anything with my hair, but I have got to stop doing these pineapples, because as some of y'all know, the crown area of my head is like the most tender and like sensitive, prone to breakage part of my hair. It's, oh, I hate that part of my head because it gets pretty sore too sometimes. And so I know that these puffs aren't really helping at all. So I know I need to reduce how often I pull my hair up in a puff. That's one thing for sure that I learned about my hair. All that detention, especially up here, is just really not all that good. Oh, another thing I really noticed too is that my hair isn't as thick. It's just not as thick as it used to be. I almost feel like it's thinning. I don't know, it doesn't seem as healthy as it used to be. And I think too, like, from that trauma that I went through like a couple months ago, I just put so much stress on it with all that webbing. Like, there was so much webbing in my hair, y'all. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I really wanted to just go ahead and just chop it all off, but it's just not as thick. And the way that it hangs, like, I need to get it shaped, because every time I do a twist out with it or braid out, the way it comes out, it just doesn't look, it doesn't fall nicely, you know? Like, it doesn't fall nicely, and I need to get it shaped, but I just need to find someone that I can trust to do my hair, because I don't want to try to figure it out on my own, to try to shape it and all that. It's definitely due for a trim. I look back at some like pictures from the past and I see how thick and juicy my hair was, and now it's kind of not as thick and juicy. So that's something I'm going to be working on this year. Well, here's another year. I'm going to really focus more on the health of my hair. And of course, yeah, I want to grow my hair out, but I really got to make sure that it's healthy. So that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and probably learned a thing or two, or maybe something, or not at all. But at least you came, you made it this far. So thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, if you think you could learn something from me, or if you think I'm cool, if you think I'm cute, you know, like, I'm just kidding. But yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all in another video.